Hey guys, welcome to the next episode of our truck refurbishment. I was calling it a restoration at the beginning, and I realized as I go that as I went along that most of the truck people, truck and car enthusiasts and real restorers would be quite angry with me to call this a restore, because it is not. We're not making this truck back to the way that it was originally. We are simply refurbishing it. So last episode we dealt with the floors, and this episode we'll be tackling the cab corner. So there's quite extensive. There's quite a lot of rust. So we're gonna be like just sanding this down, see how far the rust goes, and then we'll once we know what we're dealing with, we can judge how much of this we want to use. So I have the actual cab corner that'll fit on right onto there. So we don't have a lot of patching to do on the outside, but under there is rusted as well. So I have some I know that once I get this off, I'm going to see how extensive the damage it is underneath, and we'll repair, of course, the back panel with some custom sheet metal first, and then once we get that done, we'll do up the corner. The other corner as well, we just have the damage a little bit on the inside, so we'll repair that as well. So this episode is really just going to be repairing the cab corners. All right, so get a screwdriver or something. Yeah. Let's see how far this goes. Jeez. So this was worth showing. This is what's underneath all this this great stuff. So good news is this pillar is still perfect, still good. We just gotta get rid of all this crap in here that's been sitting there for forever and a day. And they even put caulking, all kinds of stuff to stop the corrosion, where they're just making it worse anyway. Got most of the cleanup done. We can take a look at here. Oh, we have what we have to work with. So we're gonna put this, I guess, behind the camera, whatever. Okay, so we have a lot of working parts here. Okay, rocker needs to be repaired. At least in this corner here, we have to reinforce underneath there. That's it. Oh, look who's here! You guys remember Gabriel, my youngest? Yellow. Yeah, so I'm gonna start deconstructing, and then yeah, go piece by piece. I don't know how much live footage. Well, first part's done. Not much left to the corner. Now there's gonna be even less too, because I have to cut out this part here, just here, just to get rid of most of the rust here. I'll probably keep this side since it's pretty good. Once I kind of remove this section, I can grind that down. All right, tear down complete. I believe everything else I can use. So we'll start from the ground up. We will redo this corner, starting by this little piece here. So put this in place, then we'll weld this to that, including this. So that's just a side piece with the rollover. Take a look at this. And then yeah. So let's get ready to fit this on. Let's see how this welds on. I'll take a moment to show you my bender. And I'm not talking about the character from Futurama. I had some scrap metal collected. I'm going to eventually build like a welding table for future projects. But so I was trying to think of like, how am I going to bend this like really thick plate? And this thing turned out to be a great substitute for any kind of like bender machine. So I hadn't really shown any process. So here I'm making the main part right here. And so I measured out roughly the distance, because I'm going to have to come down here and bend it up to butt weld it or spot weld it onto the onto the thing. And then so I have this lip, and this will have to curve downwards, so I'm going to cut out whatever, like after I'm going to cut out little parts to make it curve downwards. Same for here. So right now this is about the right fitting. Pretty cool. All nicely welded, or unnicely welded, whichever. Got some spot welds over there, and it's tied in the back, so it's pretty cool. So now I have that piece in the back to do, but I think I'll probably tackle this one, this like corner first. Okay, done. Messy, but done. So first piece, second piece, third piece. Or well, we made that one next. Woo, that's hot. So put this one in. That wraps around completely on this side. Alright. And then put another cap on the bottom here. And then that piece was the last one there. So that makes the inner cab corner completely finished and solidified. That was a lot of work, a lot of fun. I honestly did not expect to enjoy metal bending that much, and it's pretty neat. There's a lot of similarities to sorry for the fan. There's a lot of similarities to woodworking, because it's all about angles and measurements. So is it perfect? No, not at all, but it should hold. It should hold. So now it's time to get the actual cab corner in. So I ordered the actual replacement corner because like this I actually want to be nice, as opposed to that. Doesn't really matter how it looks. It just needs to be, solid to support the rest. So I'm gonna measure this out. I guess I can leave you guys there. I'll see if I can't figure out a way to balance this. I was scared of this. The panel doesn't fit. Like, doesn't fit exactly. Look at the friggin' crack in there. That's insane. I'll have no choice but to cut it and like make up the difference, I guess. All right, moment of truth. I had to cut this thing to even cut the side. Like there was this lip here was all the way down to the end, and it didn't make any sense. I was trying to figure out like how this was supposed to fit, but finally I got it in, and I got it fit pretty well. There's a little crack, like there's a little bit of space, but I'll hammer that in at the end here. So when that fits there like that, so it fits nice and snug on the bottom, I'll have some filling, I'll put some plates or something to kind of weld that in once it's in. But otherwise, it's a pretty good line there, all the way down here. So we got some holes to do the spot welds on the sides here. So basically, this is our corner. Well, that's on. welded. I got some cracks here that I gotta kind of mend. I'll probably just make a strip. I'll make a nice little strip and I'll weld that in place. And maybe the same here. I guess once I started pulling or putting it in place, I really just misjudged that cut. But the butt welds or the spot welds, it really took. That's good. And I got 2 spot welds underneath here, and yeah, everything else fits pretty well. The only thing now is to figure this part out. So, well, check this out. Crazy thing. Thank God I'm a creature of detail, because, yeah, a lot of messing around to get this in place, but I'm going to weld this in place, and then I'll worry about that corner. Done! Done, done, and done. Keep in mind that this is going to be, puttied and painted, so it looks pretty bad now. But it's solid. I ground these down flat, so we'll have a nice place to putty. These things are going to be hidden by the cap anyway, but I put a small strip of, sorry if it's like glare here, but I put a small strip of metal to cover the gouge, and I just slid a piece of metal between the two here to bridge the gap and allow me to do a bit more welding. So this is all going to be sealed and then puttied, or I guess just puttied. There's no water or anything that comes up here. Everything else is done. So our cap corner and basically our body is done. Like the last piece, I'm not sure if I'm gonna have enough light. Oh, that's this flux core smoke. It's freaking disgusting. And I know it's very bad for me, but luckily I'm only doing it a bit. So hopefully you can see a little bit. I have repairs basically just here. This is the last repair. I don't think I'm gonna film this. There's not really anything interesting. I'm just cutting this out here, and then gonna clean out, see how much rust is underneath, and hopefully be able to just put another piece on and have done, because this corner is beautiful. There's no new rust. So yeah. So the next episode, what are we doing? Undercoating. I'll finish the undercoating. Definitely. So I'll do a sealing. I'm putting the sealant on the metal to cover all of the seams, covering just gonna completely seal all the cracks everywhere in the whole body, and then I'll probably do the undercoat in that episode, because the following episode, I don't know if I'm gonna be throwing myself into body putty right away, or concentrating on starting to put the truck back together. Because like the actual bodywork and painting and stuff, kind of like finishing touches, and yeah, I wouldn't mind getting this thing actually running. So like we have I want to bleed all the fluid from the truck and completely redo all the fluid, because I don't know the history at all. This could be the odometer says 119 kilometers, but for all I know, it could be 419,000 kilometers instead of 109. So yeah, I want to make sure to change all the fluids. It's going to cost me a fortune, but at least it'll be done. So yeah, neat episode. Took me about 2 days. Yeah, I did it over the weekend, that entire structure. So pretty cool. Pretty cool. Very proud of it. Should be very, very solid, especially once it's all sealed up. It'll be nice. It'll be very nice. Very nice. All right. Hope you guys enjoy the episode. Sorry if I'm repeating myself, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.